Hello there, my name is Lesley Pazdzioch. Thank you for joining me in this video. This video, I wanted to just take some time and really share some of the things that I found incredibly helpful along my healing journey. And if you're not familiar with my story, I'm going to leave a link below, and there should be a little notification above that will guide you to it. But it's called My Story, My Healing Journey. And it was one that took me quite some time to figure out, but I did. And the things that I learned are the things that I want to share, because I know that it will help many along their journey as well. But the specific thing that I want to talk about in this video is the connection between healing and forgiveness. And I know it sounds a little odd, but just stay with me and it'll make a lot of sense. And I'd first like to ask, if you really find value in this video, share it with a friend and your family members that you think that it might also help. And consider liking and subscribing to the channel so that you can be notified when other content comes out, because if you find this useful, then I'm certain that you will find the future content useful as well. Let's get into this, because it's actually quite inspiring, and it's freeing, and it's fun, and I encourage you that if you resonate with it, to try it out, the information in this video, because I think you're really gonna like it. First of all, healing traditionally is, when it's done, currently there's like two ways. You blame yourself and you take responsibility, or you blame others, right? But those situations always ended up, later down the road, or something was always still connecting you to the situation or the experience that you were in the first place, right? It just never seemed to really release everything that we want to. Like, we want freedom. When we begin to heal, that's a process that I believe that, healing's a gift we give ourselves, but it's a process that should be a gift. It should be something not difficult to go through. It should be something that we grow from, right? To heal something. It's almost like, I kind of think about it as if you were taking an exam, right? Like a math exam. So math is very specific. 2 + 2 has to be 4. It can't be 5, but it's very solid, right? I think healing should be approached the same way, much as math is. I like tea. So what if, instead of just those two options, there was a third choice? And that, my friend, is what I decided when I started my healing journey. There has to be a better way. There has to be a better way, because the other ways just keep us on the same trajectory. We just keep making the same choices, or a different choice. We end up in the same place. So along my healing journey, because I had no choice but to start over, now I think of it as such a blessing, because it gave me the opportunity to figure out what I've learned and that I'm going to be sharing here. And it's this. Healing and forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves because we learn from both. When we begin our healing process, we have to find forgiveness. Instead of blaming one or holding responsibility for us, what if you could forgive yourself or forgive the other person? What if you could find forgiveness in that? What would that forgiveness bring? What is forgiveness for anyway? It's for us to learn and for us to grow from, right? Much like, a math or any other type of learning that we do, it's to add value to us, right? So the healing process is a process that we learn to add value to ourselves. So how better to add value? And if you're looking at healing is something that releases beliefs that aren't true, much like 2 plus 2 isn't 5, right? 2 plus 2 is 4. So we learn something and we grow from that because we have knowledge now. I think in healing, it has the same ability. Forgiveness has the same ability to apply that same growth and knowledge to us when we do it correctly. And in these next 2 videos coming up, I'll go more into depth on healing when we have to forgive ourselves, and when we have to forgive others, and how to do that with that personal growth, how to do it to where we grow as an individual. There's the old saying, forgive and forget. Well, sometimes when you forgive and, you try to forgive and forget, it's hard to forget. It's hard to forget, especially when it hurts so much and it doesn't make sense to us. It doesn't make sense emotionally, it doesn't make sense mentally, and we don't understand why this same behavior continues. We don't. And we don't understand why we're keeping ourselves in these situations and why we keep repeating these patterns. And it's all about that forgiveness aspect that allows us to release. Because forgiveness is learning a different belief. Our false beliefs come from judging others, judging ourselves, by not forgiving or not accepting things the way that they are, right? We judge other people, and when we judge other people, we actually create a false belief. We create that for ourselves. We're not hurting the other person. Maybe we did in the instance, at that very moment when we judged that person, we might have hurt their feelings. But that person has the ability, and same with us, when people hurt our feelings too, when they misjudge us, we have the ability to say, well, we can learn from that too. But truly, it's when we judge another person, we create those false beliefs within us. Interesting. So when we start to forgive, which we'll go into in depth in another video. So when we have to forgive ourselves for judging others, we release a false belief that we've created within ourselves. And when we forgive ourselves, we release a false belief that we created or allowed within ourselves. So this is how forgiveness and healing go hand in hand. It's not forgive and forget and allow people to continue with certain behaviors or allow ourselves to continue with certain behaviors. What it is it's taking our experiences and learning how to grow from them. And we do that through our personal awareness, and we do it so that we can grow. I hope this video makes sense to you, and if you would I really encourage you to take a look at the video that I produced about my healing journey. I think that there's a lot of people right now that could probably resonate with that, and there's a lot of people that it will heal, that could begin healing from these videos. Thank you for watching this, and I hope it served you well. And just remember that healing and forgiveness go hand in hand, because when we heal through our personal awareness, and that allows us our personal growth. I hope you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.